Good morning, folks. I wanted to do a quick little training video with Zeus here. Zeus, as you've gotten to know, is now my 7-month-old standard poodle, and he's really developing really nicely. He started off, as I've said in other videos, to be a little bit on the shy side, a little bit quiet, but now he's gotten a lot of confidence. We've given him a lot of love. He's gotten involved with the other dogs, and as you can see here, he's really a nice dog. One thing that I've been trying to do with Zeus is train him a little bit more like how regular folks train their dogs at home. People can say, well, yeah, all of your dogs are really well trained because you're training them every day and you put in hours and hours with the dog, and the dog is really good. And that's true of anybody, I suppose, that's in the training business that owns dogs. Their dogs always seem to get a little bit more training than everybody else. Well, in Zeus's case, that's not the case. Because he came to me as shy and reserved as he was, I wanted to give him his time to be able to come into himself and get the confidence that he needed to be able to be trained, which means I've had to bring him along slowly. About a month and a half or maybe 2 months ago, I decided that I was going to try to bring him along at a pace that most people do. 15, 20 minutes here and there, more of a house presence than a robotic trained dog that does everything exactly the way you want. Every once in a while, Zeus will do things that we don't want him to do. He might jump up on you. He might jump up on the furniture. He might do the things that we don't want. And that's because we're not bringing him along in a very strict training environment. And I shouldn't even say strict, but a regular daily training environment. Some days I go without working with him at all. Maybe once or twice a week, whatever that case may be. So in Zeus's case, he's always been a little bit resistant of the loose leash walking. And he almost acts sometimes as if he doesn't understand where he wants you to be, where the heel position is, and where you want him to be, I should say. And I know that he knows what he's supposed to do, but he gets distracted easily, mainly because I don't think he quite likes the loose leash walking. And I'm sure all of you have that kind of problem. So one of the things that I've learned with Zeus is that he's overwhelmingly treat motivated, which is unusual for poodles. They're a little bit on the finicky side, and Labradors are a lot more treat motivated usually than a poodle is. But Zeus is extremely treat motivated, which can be a problem, because if they're extremely treat motivated, then they only perform for treats, and they might lose some of their senses, some of their sensibilities, because they know you have treats in your pocket. Now, Zeus knows that I've got treats in my pocket, or on my side right here, and he knows that we're about to be in a training moment. That much he's figured out, because poodles are so darn smart. But I'm hoping that in this episode here, he will be a little bit resistant of the loose leash walking, and show you where you need to use the leash more as a steering wheel, as I've said in the past, and stay away from the treats in this particular case somewhat, because he is overly treat conscious. Okay, so hi Zeus. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Let me put this on. Put this on. Good boy. Yeah. Okay. Heel. And you see how I just kind of swung my arm around with the leash, kind of guiding him the way I wanted him. He's not quite in the position I'd like. I'd like him sitting parallel to me instead of perpendicular, I guess this would be. Heel. So you just kind of bring him back and around. Sit. Much better. Good boy. And that's what you want to do. You want to praise these dogs when they're doing what you want them to do. You want to praise them, and it's okay to give them a treat. But like I said, we're going to be a little resistant of the treat in this particular case because of his high desire for him. Heel. Now, right next to me, I have 3 more dogs. None of them are barking, although they will whimper from time to time. And I'm not going to say the names of the dogs because when I say their names, then they get real alert. But I have a black Labradoodle female that you've seen me use in videos before. And she gets real jealous when I start training one of the other dogs, like I'm going to do here with this guy. Because she almost has the attitude, oh, I know it, I know it, I know it. Let me do it. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. And and we might get some of that vocal from her in a second here. I don't know. We'll see. Heel. Sit. Good boy. See how he was perpendicular to me again? So I brought him back in the right position. You always want to start from the right position. You always want to make sure that you praise him so that they understand. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. This dog really wants to please, but see, he's kind of getting in the way. So I just gently walked right through him. We'll try this again, see if he learned anything from that. See how he's watching me intently? Now, there's where he's losing his focus. And I just gave him a little gentle tug with the leash. The leash is the steering wheel to get him back where he needs to be in the heel position. Now we'll switch the direction around a little bit, and he's going to get a little confused. Heel. Pull him around. Good boy. Heel. No treats. No severe correction. Wrong side again. Pull him around. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Heel. 3 times we've done it. 3 times he's done it wrong, so we're going to do it until he does it right. Heel. Good boy. Heel. See, this is what I say. He's resistant to the loose leash walking. He knows what he's supposed to be doing, but he's got a little bit of a poodle attitude. Heel. Heel. Okay, there I started to give him a little bit of a tug as I felt him starting to go behind me. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. So I beat him to the punch the last couple of times as I felt it. Sort of like for the fishermen and women out there, sort of like jigging for a walleye. I'm just trying to jig them along here. Try changing the direction again. I know that this can be boring, especially on a videotape to watch. And it's also, there we go. Going to my left now, he's gotten to be very responsive, at least right now. Heel. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Good boy, Zeus. Heel. Good boy. Heel. I'm trying not to look at him. I'm trying to give him the posture that I want, which is a control posture, a posture of I know where I'm going, and the dog needs to trust that I know what I'm doing and that I know where I'm going. Heel. 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 And you only want to do this for heel. Good boy. Sit. You only want to do your training sessions for a few minutes. I don't know how long this tape is, but I'd say maybe 10 minutes. And that's enough for now. And this is perhaps all of the training time that you have available at home for the whole day, maybe for the whole week. That's okay as long as you're consistent. Remember what I always say, always be consistent. Know your ABCs. And always be training so that even when you are in a home environment like we are right now, and you want to enjoy having your dog with you while you're watching television or cooking or eating or whatever it is that you're doing, remember that your dog is always watching every move that you make. They understand everything that you're doing, all of your gestures, your body language, and they're way ahead of you on what's going on. Okay? That's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a good day.